12 feet to make them into yards. If you look at that little sheet there, you know that there are what? What's it say? There are 3 feet in 1 yard, correct? Pretty common knowledge. And most people know that they're supposed to use 3 some way. They know it's either multiply by 3 or divide by 3. Well, that little arrow on top there, or on the bottom, since I am going from feet to yards, I am going in this direction here. Which of those arrows points to the right? The division or the multiplication one? If you've got an arrow that goes this way and an arrow that goes this way. This one I believe has a times, this one has a division. Well, that means in order to go from feet to yards, you would divide 12 by 3. And that would give you 4 yards. Hopefully that helps you just a little bit. Because people get confused whether they multiply or divide by whatever t there. Again, in a perfect world or whatever, whoever invented the English system should have done it by tens instead of 3s, 12s, 5,280s, 16s. These are kind of round numbers somewhere there. So for example, let me give you one. And another way to think about this is this. Do you have your notes out still? Yes. Another good way, especially when you talk about capacities. In our little world, our little United States world, we use gallon for pretty much our main unit here. Draw this with me. If you take a big letter G, this is kind of a good way if you don't have a sheet with you to remember how many of whatever. Since Mr. Gallon, by the way, is not on the walls this year, so you have to figure it out. A gallon is made up of 4 quarts. Isn't that cute? Quart. Notice how they look like little Q's? Isn't that neato, schmeato? So right off the bat, if I asked you how many quarts were in a half a gallon, you could cut this in half and just look at half of it, and it would be 2 quarts. How many pints are in a quart? Zach? There are not 4 pints in a quart. There are, Alex Vollmer? 2. So inside every quart you have 2 pints. Isn't that handy? Which would mean how many pints are in a gallon? I know it's tough. Pints in a gallon, Charlie? 8, correct. And then inside every pint is how many cups? Sam?
4.
No, just 2.
I can't.
2 cups in each pint. Which means there's how many cups in a gallon. Count all those up. That would make, Ashley? 16. 16 cups in a gallon. And that's kind of an easy way to remember most of them. You know, how many cups in 1 pint? Well, there's just 2. How many cups in 2 pints? 4. How many cups in a half a gallon? And you just look at half of it and say, oh, there's 8 cups, whatever. Not such a bad deal, is it? That's pretty much it. I suppose they also give you mixed measurements. For example, they tell you this, 8 pounds, 10 ounces is how many ounces? You guys being 7th graders, this should not throw too much into it. What do you need to do with that? In order to figure out how many total ounces that is, you're just going to have to change 8 pounds into ounces, and and add the extra 10 ounces there. How many ounces make up 1 pound? How many ounces in a pound? Again, a nice number there. Josh?
16.
Right. So you have to take your 16 times your 8 ounces. There's 128 ounces for those 8 pounds, but then you have to also know that you've got 10 extra ounces over there, so 138 ounces altogether. I don't know if there's anything good, bad, more than that.